All right, this hangout is now live. What is this?
Welcome to another weekly show and tell. This is our weekly show and tell that we do every single Wednesday at 7:30 p.m. Yeah. I'm Miss Lady Ada, and this is Mr. Lady Ada, and we're here at Adafruit. And this hangout is for makers, hackers, crafters, people who build stuff, artists, engineers, people who want to show off projects.
Anyone who makes things.
Anything cool.
Yeah.
Retro tech. I don't know. Radio Shack, memorabilia.
It's the best half an hour I have every week.
This is
28.5 minutes. Anyway.
This is yeah. We're gonna end at 7:50, 7:55.
Ish, yeah, because the.
Yeah, we got it. We have to actually get the other show ready.
The next show is very complex.
Yeah.
We do Ask an Engineer.
So we can't do this 7:59 thing anymore.
Yeah.
Please, so maybe less.
All right. So
but take a couple
everybody
minutes
spend about a minute or so showing your project. Today is a full show and tell this week, which is awesome. So Tony,
kick it off.
Hey, yeah, so I'll be real quick. So I have a little tool to show off that could be useful to people. So let me switch real fast to the screen share. And let's see. Let me know, do you see the screen?
Coming up. Seeing it. You're
okay,
typing.
Cool. So yep, we've got basically a console here. So it's a command line tool to deal with ELF files, which are executable files. And when you're doing things like programming an ARM microprocessor or any kind of a chip, or even just working on your machine, you sometimes build a program and you need to inspect that ELF file to figure out what do the variables look like, how much data is being taken up by things. And there's a whole suite of tools that the GNU tools have to deal with that. But sometimes it's a little bit difficult to use those tools. So I built a tool, and because it's with ELF files, I figured I'd give it a cute name. So I call it Legolas, like the elf, from Lord of the Rings. So Legolas is the tool, and it's got a mode called ELF Query, where you can actually run a SQL query, a structured query language query, like you'd use for a database, but against an ELF file. And so I'll run it against, this is the firmware for the Bluefruit LE Friend. And let's see, did I mess this up somehow? Oh, I didn't. I've got the wrong command here. So it's actually ELF query. And it goes into interactive mode, and I can query things. So I can run a columns command just to list all the columns, and this tells me there are two tables. So there's a sections table and a symbols table. And I'll go in and I'll query from the sections table, just a real simple SQL query. So we'll just select everything from the sections table. And this doesn't really print out very well when I've got it zoomed in, so let's just select, and this is the nice power of SQL. I'm just using SQL syntax to say, okay, I just want to get the name column and maybe the size column from all the sections. And so now you can see it just prints out and pulls out the name and the size column. And you can do anything with SQL here. So you can aggregate, you can sum things up, like if I want to select the sum of the size from each of the symbols. Maybe I want to get the name also, or how about the type from symbols, and it tells me, okay, there's one type and there's the size of everything. So it's maybe kind of a geeky tool, not super general, but very, very useful if you're dealing with ELF files and you want to query things and understand how they work. So people can check it out just on GitHub, on Adafruit's GitHub. It's called Legolas. And this is one command. I'm going to add extra commands and things as we go. You can merge hex files and do some things. Basically, any kind of a command or a little script that could be useful to deal with binary files for embedded systems, I'll probably throw into this tool to use for that. So just something cool that people might check out.
Okay, awesome. Thank you so much, Tony. Yeah, this is an internal tool that we thought this was so handy and so neat that wouldn't it be cool if we published it open source? And then we did!
Yep.
Oh,
so
yeah.
Thanks, Tony.
All right, next up, Noam Pedro, Adafruit. Southeast, what you got going on this week?
Hello, folks. Everybody doing?
Yeah, hello.
Everything's great.
Cool, yeah. So this week, finished prototyping a little Pi laptop. So we got a little Raspberry Pi 2 in here with the PowerBoost 1000C, 2000 milliamp battery in here, a little 2.5 watt amp, little speaker in here, and it's a touch screen, so you can use it like a little jukebox or even control the printers using AstroPrint. So
maybe turn it into a Zork machine.
Yeah, so it has a built-in little keyboard.
It's like a computer. Like it reminds me of there was something called a Xeon. ESION. It was like a back when there was like Palm Pilots.
Yeah.
This was my when I was in college or high school, we had the libretto.
Yeah.
Remember the librettos? And it was like the sexiest machine.
Because it was like a little Linux.
It was a little Linux computer, and it was like basically this size. And so I was like, let's make one with a Pi. And
this is the coolest thing ever. Oh my god.
And it's got this 3D printed hinge.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So a little hinge with the screw nut in there that just holds that together, and they snap in like Lego pieces.
So this is going to be a guide, and
Yeah, we just finished shooting the assembly and all that stuff, so the files will be released soon along with the video. So
okay, very
cool
cool. I like
project.
that.
And
Yeah, I'm working on a collab project with Phil B. It's a talking D20. This is just a shape of it, and sort of made a prototype. It might make sound or not. Hi there. Yeah. So it's going to be using the B&O 055 chip, Pro Trinket, and a couple other things. The audio soundboard, I think an amp and a speaker. Right now it just has a tilt ball switch to make the audio happen.
Okay, so you made a computer and a talking dice.
yeah, so
Yeah.
it mounts inside, it's held together by magnets.
Yeah, you guys don't remember Bit from Tron, so I just.
Oh yeah.
I was like, this is like the Tron. Yes, no, yes.
Do you know Siri?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, you do. Okay. Very nice. Okay. All right. Are we done here?
Yeah.
I don't know. Are you done?
Come on, answer.
Uh,
I'm going to take that as a yes.
I'll take that as a yes. All right, folks. Be sure to check out more of this stuff tomorrow. I think we'll have a show, maybe, if all things go right.
Yeah.
And yeah, thank you guys. Thanks.
All right. Thanks, Dan, Pedro.
Okay. Next up is Joe ATX 24/7. Hey Joe.
Yes.
Hey, Joe, ATX.
Hello, you can hear me?
Hello.
Yeah, hello.
Hello.
Yes.
I have built me into a micro server. I have built me the tiniest on-cloud server in the world, and this running Wi-Fi access point modus and DHCP server for IP addressing. And you can use this with every devices. You only need the browser and a Wi-Fi connection. I will switching up to a desktop share. I will try it in a moment. Yes, here. Is my vision free? You can see my vision?
Not yet.
Yeah.
You can see my screen, yes, no? You can see my screen?
I still see you.
We still see you.
Okay, I found the button. So sorry. My first time to try this in Google Hangout.
You know, it's always different.
They change
Yeah,
it
so sorry.
every week.
Okay, I will try to tell about this. The tiniest board, I have almost 1.3 gigabyte free for files, and with my friends, an iPhone or a mobile phone or a laptop, you can connect in with the browser and can share files, everything in the pocket.
Oh,
And
cool.
I have seen the Echo Pack, yes.
Ah.
Okay. I will try on the weekend to edit the SD card for more storage for mobile.
Okay, so you're going to run Pirate Bay on this, is what you're saying.
Yes, it's quizzing. Okay, I'm done. Thank you very much.
All
for
right,
your
thank
time.
you,
That's
Joe.
good. All right,
Bye.
send an email to support@adafruit.com and you get as seen on the show and tell sticker that can plop right on there.
Yeah.
That's good. You could put it like in your
That's
hat or
right.
your shoe, your file serving shoe, file serving
Yeah, thank you very much.
coffee.
All right, next up,
Bye
Charles.
bye.
Hey, Charles, how's it
Charles.
going? Unmute your mic and show us your project.
We see you, but we can't hear you yet. Hello.
Is that me?
Hi.
Am I on the air?
You're
Yeah.
on the air.
You're
All
live on the
right.
internet, so show us your project.
Hi, I'm Chuck.
Hey, Chuck.
What I've got here is a remote control for my media center. I hope you can see it behind me.
Uh-huh.
It's all the TVs are piped through the house. Of course, you can't use infrared. I know this project's been done before, but it's just a remote control using the Hope RF. I don't know if you can see that. 915 megahertz transceiver, and just lets you control your TV from wherever you want. It's got about I think 300 yards range. So lets you pause, record. It's just the media center is just a computer with was a Hauppauge TV tuner and then just a digital antenna on top of the house. So it just does everything a regular remote control can do, but it's just done over
You don't
RF.
have to point it at the TV. You can point it anywhere you want.
Yeah, you can hide it under your pillow. So, yep,
All right.
that's what it looks like, and I think it's
beautiful
I got a
box.
What's that?
Beautiful box.
It's only missing one thing, and as seen on the show and tell sticker that you can put on the back.
That's right. I need to get a show and tell sticker.
Yeah, so email support@adafruit.com and we'll send you out one. I like these projects because it solves a specific
No,
problem.
this is great.
Yeah.
And people are like, oh, that's a good idea. People don't even remember it.
Everyone was like, oh, I should make one of
I
those.
should make one of these. Yeah. Okay.
All right.
If you do make this project, don't use a analog or what do you call the voltage divider with the analog pins on Pro Trinket. Takes up just too much space in the box. Just use all the digital pins.
Okay, digital pins. Good. Pro tip. Pro Trinket, pro trip.
All right, next up, AJ.
Thanks.
Hey, AJ. Please unmute your mic. We can't hear you because you're muted. Hey. Hello.
Hello. Well, simply enough, I guess I'll just show again, as the show is, what it's called.
We can kind of hear you. It's just a little low.
Speak up a little bit. Ooh.
Let me get it here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, now we can.
Now you're
okay, I got to get up on this microphone. It's weird like that, but.
All right, what you got?
Figured out how to use the NeoPixels.
Ooh.
Oh, this is a skateboard.
It's so bright.
And it's basically an effect when that happens. So that's about it.
Looks great.
Can you hold up? Can you tilt it so we can see the skateboard? Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
So.
That looks cool.
That's great.
Do the
kids these days still put stickers on skateboards, or?
Yeah, I think they do. I've been thinking about it. It needs it. It's all black. It's kind of boring. That's why it has the lights.
All right. Well, now you're safe when you're skateboarding at night, and you look great, and you can see rocks and stuff, or like if there's like a hole in the concrete, you'll see it. I know he disappeared.
I think we lost him.
We lost him.
All right.
But it's cool. He's got a great skateboard.
Yeah. Well,
all right.
We'll email support@adafruit.com for an as seen on the show and tell sticker, and you can plop that right on the skateboard.
Yep, that's what I'm thinking. Thanks.
Cool. Right, thanks, AJ.
All right. We're like right
we're moving right fast.
Okay. Next up, Arcturus.
Arcturus.
There you go. Unmute your mic and show us your project.
We can't hear you. We can see you. We can't hear you. No?
Let's see. You're still silent. Oh no! Maker charades.
Maker charades. Okay.
Right.
It's some sort of like super goth leathery rubber LED thing. I hope. I hope. Arcturus always satisfies with when you need your.
All right. Okay.
Blinky
so I can
LED.
see that there's.
Okay. It's some sort of head thing.
Headset.
And there's LEDs, and it's like an outfit with rivets.
This is fantastic.
And there's
there's some like
scales. There's dragon scales. That looks like a cool outfit.
You do not need words when you have these visuals.
This looks great.
Yeah, this is fantastic.
Okay.
Okay. And this is the inside.
Oh, so there's like some sound reactive or maybe something LEDs on the back.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, the LEDs can hear you, but we can't. Those look cool.
Yeah, this is really good.
The screen is still on you guys.
Oh, yeah? Something weird. Hangouts is acting odd.
Yeah. It's back to... We see him.
We see these LEDs. They look cool. Yeah, so they flash behind the helmet, I guess. That's kind of neat. All right.
Well, right before the show, one of the biggest credit card processors went down, so like maybe there's other...
The internet's... This is actually the beginning of Mad Max. This is how it starts. You don't have credit card processing, and you don't have like Google Hangouts working.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you so much.
That looks really cool, Arcturus.
On the show and tell sticker. All right. I just need a cat break for a second.
It's cat break.
Okay.
That's like your cat.
Next up, Aiden, how's it going? Unmute your mic and show us.
Hey.
Hi. So, last week I showed off like an articulated soft robotic finger that I built, and the plan was to build a drone landing gear for a quadcopter using that. And I took Noé and Pedro's advice of prototyping one part at a time. And in one of those prototypes, I realized it would also work as a gripper. So here I have this right here. And let me just plug it in. And so let me just pick something up here. And then it drops it. So I have just it looping, like picking stuff up and putting it back down, and then like it can pick up things. The biggest issue is I didn't have any like grippy fingertip things. I'm probably gonna print some small Ninja Flex pieces to help it like grip stuff, but Yeah.
Wow, that works really well. Like picking up oddly shaped stuff. Like that's good.
Yeah. Yeah, and because like it's soft robot, it can like adjust to different surfaces and whatnot. And I just published a guide on Instructables for building this, and it actually got featured, so that was cool.
Neat.
But yeah. So.
Okay. Do you think maybe are you gonna put like maybe a button so you can actuate it?
Yeah, to control it. So I think I will just add like a simple button, maybe just like encase it all in like a small like handheld device, because right now I just have it wired to like an Uno. But yeah.
Awesome. Well, you're really like going fast on the software. I remember like only like a couple weeks ago it was like you had like one finger moving, and now you're building like the aliens like picker. What's the name of the thing that they filmed the aliens? The picker upper robot.
Oh, I don't have to be the trivia question.
Shoot. Yeah, that's gonna be the trivia question.
Yeah, it's a loader, I think.
Yeah, whatever, the easy loader. I don't know. I don't remember the name of it. But it's awesome, and it's soft robotics. I actually just saw a really great video with the soft robotics gripper, and it was like picking up a kettlebell, and it was like picking up like a wine rack, and it looked just like what you're building. So that was like, I don't know. It was on Twitter. Maybe I'll find and I'll send it to you.
Oh, cool. Awesome.
It was like softrobotics.com or something.
Next, Richard.
Okay. Thanks, Aiden.
Email support@adafruit.com. You can ask him on show and tell sticker that you can put on something, pick up with that hydraulic pneumatic
hand soft bot.
If I ever get picked up by a giant robot, if it's like that.
That would be so like loving and squishy.
I'd like a big robot just like run around and
just pick you up.
Yeah. Okay. Next up, Richard. Hey, Richard.
Hi, Richard.
Hey. So first off, I wanted to get the hammer shot in there.
Thank you.
Get that out of the way first. So I have been working with a bunch of other educational groups, and I actually just came from a local place, Seattle Urban Academy, where we did a workshop on wearable electronics and on robotics. And we have like a bunch of the Flora kits, but they're a little too expensive for a lot of the kids to be able to take home. So I went ahead and developed this stuff, which I sourced mostly on Mauser, and I found a controller for this chip on Evil Mad Scientist and reworked it to a sewable component. And what it does is basically just when it's light out, it turns the circuit off, and when it's in the dark, it turns the LEDs on. Unfortunately, the photo transistor that I got is only effective with infrared light. So this one only turns off when it's in direct sunlight and not when it's inside. But I've ordered the right ones for visual spectrum. But I also thought that this would be really great for like some sort of basic solar project. So I might use it for like a solar candle or something, so I can turn off and switch to just charging through the solar panel and not waste energy there. The other thing that I've been working on is using the Pro Trinket to make basic Arduino getting started kit. And I tried to kind of follow what's the standard educational curriculum for the Arduino Uno and remap that onto something for the Pro Trinket. Of course, we have the FTDI cable so people can get the serial monitor, but it also really helped not having to deal with installing a bunch of drivers. Although I really like the device manager stuff now, it's worked really well. But yeah, I actually had a friend who's never dealt with Arduino before take this kit and follow the Arduino guide using the Pro Trinket, and we only had to change one pin that he had to address. But other than that, I mean, he cruised through the whole thing with no problems.
Sweet. Awesome.
Wow.
All right.
All right.
Teaching people tronics with your hammer.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you
That's
so much.
pretty much it for today.
This is great.
Thanks,
You always have a good project. Thank you. All right. Of course, you get a sticker too. Email support@adafruit.com.
Okay.
All right. We're going to go to Gregory, and they're going to wrap up with C. Scott. This is a full house tonight.
This was more than full house.
For
This
the
was
folks who
extra
have emailed
people.
and commented, it's full. This
is all the people.
Apparently, there's a maximum number. All right, Gregory. How's it going, Gregory?
Hello.
You're gone.
Oh wait.
Oh, I'm back. Sorry about that.
That's
I hit
all
the
right.
wrong button.
All
How
right.
you guys doing?
Good. How are you doing?
Hey.
Good to see you guys again. Last time I spoke about having remote modules, and I got an Arduino here with the Adafruit GPS module here, and an XB with this nice little the word's escaping me, battery with a
battery.
Power Boost 500. It's been a long day. Let me just say that. Power Boost 500. So what it is I'm getting GPS data, and I'm using the Adafruit GPS library in this nice little box here, and sending that back over the XP network. And I don't know if you can actually see it here on my computer. I'm actually receiving GPS data.
You got it.
Though via Windows. Yeah, actually, I spent all freaking day working on it because I was trying to implement a software serial for the XP, but the XP uses pin 0 and 1, and so I couldn't figure out why it wasn't sending data until I just used serial instead of defining software. Yeah, but you know, this is my first time working with the Arduino. I just started a couple days ago, so
see how much you're learning. You're learning so much.
Absolutely, I'm really excited about these XPs. These things are pretty cool.
Yeah,
what you can do with them.
Excellent.
But yeah, that's about it for me.
Okay, and Greg, I assume you're in the Army, right?
Yes, sir. That is correct.
Tomorrow. Well, no, who knows? It could.
Or it could be Halloween.
Never make assumptions. That's why you ask. So we have some friends stopping by pretty soon from the new division in the Army, the Cyber Officers Division. They're coming. Have you heard about this new group within the Army?
I have. I'm actually trying to reclass to that branch.
Oh, okay. We're gonna tell them about.
I'll put in a good word for you.
About Gregory and his XBs are amazing.
We'll put in a good word for you. One of the cyber officers is guest blogging on Adafruit.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it.
There's like 12 people coming by tomorrow, so we're gonna have to give them a tour. But we'll tell them about your awesome projects and tell them to watch the show and tell.
Yeah. Anyways,
awesome.
Cool group, and they have the camo that looks like it's digital. It's cool.
No,
it's true. No, they're a cool group.
Okay.
All right.
Good thing we asked.
Thank you guys.
Yeah.
All right. Awesome.
And here we go. See Scott.
See Scott, play us out.
Hey guys.
Hey.
Oh, Greg, you get a sticker, by the way.
Now, two quick things here. This is a little bit of old school. My first boss from 1984 sent me, this is a diagram of a current controller that he did himself, and we're talking totally old school, as he would lay out this is Vicious Graphic table and vellum, and of course you offset print it, or we develop it into a clear sheet that you shoot to make a negative, and then you expose that to a board to make a positive. But yeah, everything is documented, parts list and theory of operation and whatnot. Well, he wants me to make a more modern version of this. So it's basically three. Let me see if I can get the sharing function to work real quick here. It's three of this circuit board here. This is a phase angle firing circuit that I revised because he was using some NTE part that was ridiculously expensive, where he just needed a Darlington pair. But that plus some current control stuff and some external shutdown material should get it to work. I'll report more on this here in a couple weeks when I actually have his unified. It's three of these plus this control harness all on one board, and it has to work next to a microwave transmitter, so it's going to need some pretty serious shielding. So we'll see how that goes. Now, more up to date, I'm getting ready to ship. Pardon me, these are heavy. These guys, because this is Chromineus. I have 2 packs of these. These weigh about 20 pounds a piece. And you see, it's got my new logo on it. Pretty cool.
There you go. Okay.
It has Atmel 328P on it, but the problem is people want pre-programmed chips, and I don't have a programmer with a ZIF socket. So what do? I make one. I shared this on OshPark. Just go hunt up like Atmel programming socket, so that you power it up, and you can either put a narrow or a wide ZIF socket in there and attach your AVR ISP or your Arduino or whatever, and program the parts. So now when you are shipped half a programmer from Atmel, you now have a complete programmer where you can socket chips in and load them and go. So that's what I've been doing.
Awesome.
Right. Great. And stick around for Ask an Engineer for once we have some really retro stuff. Believe it or not, we have the 0 edition of the Art of Electronics with all the notes from Paul Horowitz. This is he stopped by, and this is the original Art of Electronics before it was a book. It was just called
Physics 1, 2, 3.
Physics 1, 2, 3 notes.
Notes.
And he came by, and we'll post the full 45-minute interview later. But we're going to show some of this stuff. When I saw this, when he dropped it on the desk, and he said we could have one, I'm like, oh my god, I can't wait to show it to see Scott. So it's the real deal. This is pre.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, this is going.
Yeah, it's cool.
We now have everything we need for an Art of Electronics museum.
It's like all handwritten, but
Yeah.
it's the entire notes. And he said he wrote them 1 week before he had to teach it, and that's how he
so
standard professor style.
We'll be talking about this and more on Ask an Engineer. But I thought you'd get a kick out of that.
Do you have a copy of Electronotes, Barry Klein's thing from the 70s? Because that's like half my schooling right there.
Okay.
That I don't have.
And then
We do have the
first
original.
student guide,
We have
too.
the original lab manual too.
All right, so we'll see everybody on Ask an Engineer in just a few minutes. Thank you, Tony.
Thanks, Tony
Thank
Cat.
you, Richard. Thank you, Joe. Thank you, Greg. Thank you, Scott. Thank you, Charles. Thank you, Tourist. Thank you, Adian. And thank you, AJ. We'll see everybody.
And
here
Noah and
next
Pedro who
week.
left.
And Noah and Pedro who dropped. We'll see everybody next week, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And thank you again. Fantastic show and tell. Full house. Woo.
Yeah, we had 11 people.
All right.
Thank you, guys.